Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we finally got the news and the filler for the Ninny and Noel Burn the Witch rerun banner happening tomorrow. I wanted to wait until we actually saw the filler, otherwise I was just making sure that there wasn't going to be random premium or something in there, so I can actually do a should you summon. And I'm not going to lie, it still hasn't changed my mind. I honestly don't really think you need any of these characters, to be honest. All of them have replacements or pretty good enough replacements, but obviously if you want to summon you can. I doubt there's there's no pity ticket, so keep that in mind. But this is the filler. There is, what is that, 10 characters in total, so pretty low chances of getting any of them on the guaranteed 5-star from the 5th, 10th, 15th step, etc, etc. The main reason I just don't think it's worth it is because Ninny got replaced by Gremmy, ranged hollow. Noel, she is, I think she does better than 7th anniversary Ichigo, but like you're gonna need her like 5-5 to outdo him, because he also has a Shuhei, and he's premium, so most people probably have him 5-5. Balgo, there's better farmers, there's Meninas, and then if you need droplets, you can just equip a link. Macy, she got completely outdone by the new Hollow Bankai Toshiro and Shinji. Bruno was already outdone by Yuha for melee Hollow, and then by the most recent Kenpachi, 9th anniversary Kenpachi. And then these characters have just been kind of collector's items for the past like year or two at this point. So it's kind of up to you, but I really don't think it's worth summoning if you're thinking about it. But obviously, it's up to you. I'm personally going to be skipping, as much as I love Macy, I'm not going any deeper. There's no point. I have Shinji, I have Toshiro, so I'm fine. But let me know if you're going to summon, and I guess I'll go over everyone's kits individually, so that way you can see if you, that change your mind, if you really want to summon for one of them. I don't know. But for Ninny, I think she's a good character, especially in the content she's made for, such as like Guild Quest and Limit Breaker. She is a ranged hollow killer. I thought she had 2 killers, but no, yeah, I forgot this banner only had 1 killers for some reason. I don't know why, but they did that. She has strong attack recharge time minus 12%. She has weakening and burn on all of her strong attacks, including her soul bomb. She has the gauge effect, where she heals 30% of her HP. The gauge effect of the SP boost plus 50%. She has a berserker value of 40%. Damage inflicted at full stamina plus 20%. A debilitator of 5 seconds. Devastation plus 40. She has frenzy plus 1. Gauge rampage plus 1. So every time you kill an enemy, you increase your gauge, so it just builds up faster. She has havoc plus 20%, sharpshooter, and then start gauge plus 70%. The biggest fault of her is, unlike most characters with gauge now, I'm sorry, I just woke up, it's 3 AM. Unlike most characters now, they have the gauge recharge, like Ichibe, I believe also, I think Bruno also actually has it too, the Parasol one, and then Kangdu, and then characters like, who is another one that we literally just recently got? Oetsu, where you have 30% recharge every time you proc your gauge. That really helps with your strong attack cooldown, and then that really helps you build up the gauge rampage, and so then you just keep constantly getting, your SP boost or your insane boost in terms of like getting an extra frenzy, stuff like that. But then she also has her innate skills of fire duration minus 100%, long stride, and sprinter plus 1. So like, she's good in Guild Quest, she's good in Limit Breaker, but like if you bring her outside of that, I really am just not a fan of her. Like in IT, I don't think I've seen a single person use her, because she just is very mediocre in it, unless you can like max transcend her and then she can one-shot off killer. But yeah, it's not a good time, to be honest. I don't really recommend using her unless only in Guild Quest. In Guild Quest she does fine. Noel, everybody just compares to her to Thousand Year War Yama for the most part. That's what most people say, which it kind of looks like it. She is a Soul Reaper killer, strong attack recharge time minus 12%. She has a ranged attacks of weakening and drain. She has a Berserker value of 40%, Bombardment plus 1. She has Bruiser of 20%, damage to drained enemies plus 40%, damage to weakened enemies plus 40%. So she inflicts status summons, she gets an extra 40% damage from those. She has a Debilitator value of plus 5 seconds, follow up plus 1, frenzy plus 1. She has Sharpshooter, SP boost for 80%, and weakened defense. It's just kind of unfortunate. She just got no increased status summon chance or anything. She only has a value of frenzy plus 1, so it's just really not that great. Trying to rely on the proccing of her status summons, it's not the most enjoyable thing. I think she has a pretty decent strong attack kit, but that's about it. She has Havoc plus 20%, Paralysis Restoration, and Sprinter plus 1. But yeah, not too much to say about her. She's pretty much just maybe a slightly better version of Ichigo. I don't know. I'm just going to use Ichigo. And then we have Parasol Bruno. I think the Parasol units are honestly the better ones still, to be honest. I think they're definitely still the major prize. But Bruno is a melee, hollow and melee spider killer. Oh, dude, I'm gonna die before I get this video done. Strong attack recharge time minus 12%. He is weakening on all of his strong attacks. He has a gauge effect, heal of 30%. Gauge effect, spiritual pressure boost plus 50%. Gauge effect, strong attack recharge time minus 30%. Yep, this really nice. Berserker of 40%. I swear he also gets extra stuff on his gauge and they never wrote it down. Okay, so yeah, so Bruno gets an extra 100% Berserker from his gauge and damage taken minus 20%. I was like, I swear there's something else. Let me actually co-check Ninny, because I'm pretty sure she also got something else too, but they just never write it on their skills for the gauge effect for whatever reason. I don't know why they can't just put it in their innate skills. An extra 100% Berserker and an extra Frenzy plus 1. That's why her gauge is so good, yeah. That's why whenever she pops the gauge, it's actually really good. But outside of that, it's like, whatever. I was like, I swear there was something else, but yeah. He has an extra Berserker of 40%, so a total of 140% with his gauge. Complete status immunity plus 100%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy plus 2, Havoc plus 20, Start gauge plus 70. So he's a very good character. He's really good. Am I going to summon from those still? Not really, because he's just not needed, but he does look cool. He does look cool. If you want a cool looking character, this is him. He has kind of like Ichibe looking attack, so I think it's really cool. But yeah, that is pretty much about it for him. Really good character though, but oh well. And then we're on to Macy, my personal favorite Burn the Witch character. She is a no affiliation squad 0 range killer. Strong attack recharge time minus 12%, paralysis and weakening on all of her strong attacks. She has the team party speed attribute, strong attack recharge minus 20%. So in IT she's really fun, you know, go through multiple rooms and you just constantly get your strong attacks back. She has a Berserker value of 40%, Bruiser plus 20, damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40, and damage to weakened enemies plus 40%. A Debilitator value of 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40, Frenzy plus 2, SP boost of 80%, and weakened defense. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't have like an increased status summon chance, but she has a pretty good strong attack kit to like try to proc SP boost, so it's not terrible. She has Havoc plus 20, Sharpshooter, and Sprint plus 1 for her innate skills. I do wish she had a better SA1. I never even realized it, but it was the 8th anniversary, like 18% shave. I was like, what? I don't know why. I never realized it was. But, yeah. Either way, it's still one of my favorite characters somehow. But, yeah, I don't know. On to Balgo. Probably my most used character from any of the Burn the Witch banners, because he was an insane farmer. He is a Quincy killer, he is a human killer, he has strong attack recharge time minus 12%, a weakening and draining all of his strong attacks, including his Soul Bomb, which has a revive mechanic. He has a Berserker of 40%, Bombardment plus 1, Bruiser plus 20, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, a Frenzy of 1, Heart Droplet drop plus 30%, Heart Link Slot Potions plus 5, increased status element chance against heart attribute enemies, which is very nice in IT. Increased status element chance SP boost of 80%. And then he has a super heart link slot potions plus 5, which makes him very good. Probably one of the best farmers in the game still. And then he also has, you know, Havoc, Sharpshooter, and Sprinter plus 2. Also, it's Balgo no Sushi. Almost forgot little dog. So yeah. Now onto these characters. I'm just gonna speedrun these because I really don't think they're worth it at all. Ninny is an okay character. She has Frenzy plus 2. No Berserker value, which is crazy. But you know, it is what it is. She has Mind Link Slap Potions and Super Link Slap Potions +5. So if you pull her, you don't have another potion character. She's a pretty good replacement at the moment. Until you get a better character like Rangiku or Isane for like epic raids or anything. Or, you know, the new Noitora, which I don't know when he reruns. I think they literally left like last month. But you know what I mean. She's okay. She's fine. You know, she gets the job done. This Noel is yet again. I think she is better. Granted, she only has Frenzy +1, but she does have the actual SP boost +80%. She has increased status summon chance against power attribute hollow or no affiliation enemies. So very specific, but that's how it kind of was back then. You kind of always wanted it against killer anyways. Berserker value of 40%, Frenzy 1, SP boost of 80%, and then Super Links Up Power. Super Power Links Up Potion +5 or Power Links Up Potions +5. And she has Weakening and a Revive on a show bump. So that's pretty cool. So she's pretty good. You know, pretty good. But outside of that, now these characters are just useless. I'm not going to lie. He has no value in the entire game besides maybe he's just a cool character to you. Berserker 40%, Bombardment +1, Frenzy +1. That's literally it. Yikes. Mid. Noel. Berserker 60%, Bruiser +40, Frenzy of 1. That's it. Yikes. No status summons either. Ninny, Berserker of 60%, Bruiser of 40%. They do have double killers though, which is crazy. I will say that they all have double killers. I wish like the newer ones had it, like Noel and Ninny, and then I guess Bruno does. I guess these ones do. So hopefully the next Bruno Witch banner does. But yeah, I think that's about it for it. I really don't recommend summoning. But obviously, it's up to you. If you want to summon, go for it. Let me know down below how deep you're going to be going. Because I know a lot of people have already been saying in my Discord that they're going to be summoning. So, yeah, let me know. And also, there's free accessories coming tomorrow. Yay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Take care, and peace out.